Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about 70s and 80s cartoons. One of the best openings on a cartoon ever. We're going to jump around a little bit. Um, I got some notes written down. We're going to talk about a lot of the ones I remember. Some of them obscure. There's a lot of cartoons out there from the 70s and 80s, a lot of different ones on the West Coast that I've never seen. I'm from Kentucky, so the cartoons we had here, you may not have had on the West Coast. One obscure one, Tranzor Z. It ran from 72 to 74. Originally in Japan, it had 92 episodes. And they brought it over here to the United States and they dubbed it in English, and they used 65 episodes. I always talk to my wife. I've always said, oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. Because you romanticize everything in your head when you were a kid. I went back and looked at it, and it's not as great as I remember it. I guess I should just keep it in my head what I remember as I was a kid. Next one, let's go 1986, Centurions, Power Extreme. 2 seasons. Now, some of these cartoons I thought had lots and lots and lots of episodes, multiple seasons. Turned out, as I'm looking and everything, they only had a few episodes, maybe 1 season. Some seasons they may have had 95 episodes, but that was back in the day. Now you don't have that many in a season. So let's see, Transformers G1 version, 1984 1987, 4 seasons, 98 episodes. Optimus Prime here. Now, all the ones I'm talking about are all hand drawn. No computer animation. My opinion, hand drawn's the best. Looks better. Not all of them. Most of them. Transformers G1, if you look at the computerized versions now, they don't have the lines. They don't transform the way the G1 versions did. The G1 versions, when they transformed, looked amazing. Moving on to Brave Star, 1987 to 1988. That was 1 season, 65 episodes. And good note for this one, it was one of Filmation's last productions. Because Filmation, I think they went out of, they closed in 89. These cartoons were going into syndication, and they were just losing money. So when they sold, the people they sold to, they ended up closing them. He-Man, 1983 to 1985, 2 seasons. Remember I told you I thought there was more episodes of some of these, but they're not. 2 seasons, 130 episodes though. Okay. Right after that was She-Ra, 1988 to 1989. 2 seasons, 93 episodes. Both hand drawn still. To this day, they look good. Now, I've seen the new version of He-Man from Kevin Smith. Awesome looking. I thought that one was really done well. So big shout out to Kevin Smith on the way he did He-Man. Thundercats. Thundercats 1985 to 1989, 130 episodes, 2 seasons. Loved it as a kid. Mumra is the villain and stuff. I seen the remake. It wasn't bad. I think it could have been a little better. For some reason, I guess the audience wasn't there. But it'll get there again. Let's see here. SWAT Cats. This is another one that I said that's, kind of obscure. 1983 to 1995. 27 episodes. It was pretty good for what it was. Cats running around being cops. It was really good. G.I. Joe, 1983 to 1986, 95 episodes. I really thought there was more. But there was movies that came off of that. But if you go back and watch that cartoon, still hand-drawn, very awesome looking. Super Friends. If you're my age, you're Super Friends. But Super Friends, 1973 to 1985, 93 episodes. Yeah, loved it. Scooby-Doo, 1969 to 76, 41 episodes. But Scooby-Doo has been spun off, Scrappy-Doo. There's been movies, other cartoons. The franchise, it lives on. You can't stop it. Another kind of obscure one, I think, because kids nowadays never heard of it. Hong Kong Phooey. Always loved that. Hong Kong Phooey. 1974 to 1975. 16 episodes. Only 16 episodes. I thought there was a whole lot more, but 16 episodes. If any kids are watching this, go on YouTube or somewhere and find Hong Kong Phooey. It's still a good cartoon. The cat makes it so good. And Scatman Crothers as Hong Kong Phooey. You can't get no better. Another obscure one, Captain Caveman, 1977. I couldn't find how many episodes that was. It wasn't too many, I don't believe. It was okay. To me, it was more crudely drawn. It was still hand drawn, but it was a little bit more crudely drawn. Another obscure one, Jabberjaw. Jabberjaw in 1976, 16 episodes. So I'm guessing it didn't resonate with too many kids. So 16 episodes, it's out of here. Spider-Woman, 1979. Again, 16 episodes. I went back and kind of watched it a little bit. Again, hand-drawn. It's not best quality, but I think if they redid it now, they would have a following. I do. The New Adventures of Batman, 1977. Again, 16 episodes. 16 episodes. We're talking about Batman in 1977. So, Batman's been done and redone so many different formats. Battle of the Planets. That's my cat Thanos. We gotta get him out of here. All right, Battle of the Planets, 1978 to 1980. 85 episodes. Originally, that was in Japan. Science Ninja Team Gatchaman. I'm going to bring some more on that one in a different video. I'm going to go in depth about Battle of the Planets. I love that cartoon. That intro that you first heard, still one of the best intros of a cartoon ever. Speed Buggy. Oh my God, Speed Buggy. Speed Buggy, 1 season, 16 episodes. Of course, it hit syndication. I seen it a long time after that. September 73 to December 73. Wheelie and the Chopper Bunch. Man. 1 season, 13 episodes. And that was September 74 to November 74. Again, I was born in 72, so I had to see that in the late 70s, early 80s when it was in syndication. Scooby-Doo. The original Scooby-Doo was 3 seasons, 40 episodes. September of 1976 to December of 1978. Of course, we know that Scooby-Doo has just been redone and redone, and they had spin-offs and everything else. Let's see, Speed Racer, 1967 to 1968. I remember it as a kid. My sister, who's no longer with us, always told me that I would just go crazy about Speed Racer. And I don't really remember it all that much, to be honest with you. It had 52 episodes. I did go back and watch it. It's very, very campy and stuff. Still hand drawn. It's good for what it was back in the day. I don't know if they can do it now. But it is what it is. There's a lot more cartoons. I know I'm forgetting cartoons like Voltron. And I'm going to bring a lot more on Voltron. These cartoons, when I was a kid, you rushed home from school to see He-Man, Thundercats, Voltron. You got home and got you some crackers or some chips and sat in front of the TV and waited for them to come on. And once they were off, you were outside riding your bike. So, well, look, I appreciate you guys coming along with me and listening to this. If you like what I've said, give me a like. I'd appreciate it. I'll bring you some more later. Appreciate it.